I've realized I have this really weird habit whenever I want to learn something new. I don't actually start learning it. I start building a system around learning it. If I want to learn web development, I'll spend hours figuring out the perfect workflow. If I want to learn German, I'll start researching the best resources. And if I want to get organized, I'll start looking for notebooks. It always feels like I'm making progress because technically I am doing something, but I'm never actually doing the thing I want to get good at. And I don't really know why I do it because in the moment, it doesn't feel like procrastination. It actually feels like I'm being responsible. It feels like I'm setting myself up so when I finally start, I'll learn faster and I'll do it properly. But then I look back a month later and realize I had never actually started. I've just built this really nice system around something I still can't do. Looking back now, I almost wonder if preparing was just a way of avoiding being bad at the thing. The weird thing is, I actually enjoy making the systems more than I enjoy doing the thing they're supposed to help me with. Like, if I decide I'm going to learn web development, I get excited about organizing all my folders, making a roadmap, finding the best course, watching videos about how other people learn web development. And then somewhere along the way, I almost forget the whole reason I started was to actually build websites. Thing is, once I noticed myself doing it with web development, I couldn't stop seeing it everywhere. It wasn't just one thing that I would somehow overplan. It was almost every interest I've ever had. I've convinced myself that before I could properly start, I just needed to get organized first. And every single time, getting organized somehow turned into the project instead of actually doing the thing I cared about. I started thinking about all the times I've done it before. Wanting to learn German turned into researching the best apps, the best courses, and the best study methods. Wanting to get organized turned into looking at notebooks for hours. Even with the gym, I've spent ages looking into routines and optimizing everything because it felt like if I could just build the perfect system first, everything afterwards would be easy. And I think that's why it took me so long to notice what I was doing. It never felt like I was avoiding anything. If you'd asked me what I'd be doing all afternoon, I would have genuinely said I'd be working towards my goal. I wasn't lying to myself. I really believed that every video I watched, every folder I organized, and every plan I made, I was getting closer to that goal. But when I look back now, I don't really remember the systems I built. I just remember all the things I never actually got good at. And that's the bit that I just can't stop thinking about because making plans isn't a bad thing. Having a roadmap isn't a bad thing. Watching tutorials isn't a bad thing. I still think all those things are useful. I think I just got to a point where I enjoyed preparing so much that I stopped noticing I wasn't actually moving anymore. I think I got more excited by feeling prepared than I did by actually learning the thing. I don't really know why my brain does that yet. And honestly, that's the whole reason I wanted to make this video. The more I thought about it over the last few weeks, the more I've realized that this isn't something I do with web development or German or notebooks. I think it's become my default response whenever I get excited about anything. Instead of putting myself in a position where I might be bad at something, I build this really nice system around it first, convince myself I'm making progress, and then wonder a few months later why I'm still standing in the same place. And that's actually what made me realize something about this channel as well. Because if I was being my normal self, I probably wouldn't even be recording this right now. I'd probably spend the next few weeks researching cameras, trying to figure out the best editing software, watching videos on storytelling, making a Notion page with all my ideas, thinking about the upload schedules, and convincing myself that once I've built the perfect system, then I'd finally start uploading. The stupid thing is, I'd probably convince myself that I was making heaps of progress because I knew I'd be busy the whole time. But I know exactly where that ends because I've done it too many times before. So I don't really want this channel to become another project that I spend months preparing for and never actually do. I'd rather upload 50 average videos than spend a year trying to make one perfect one. Because if I don't break that habit now, I honestly think I'll still be having this exact conversation with myself 5 years from now. I don't really know where this channel is going to end up, and honestly, I think that's probably a good thing. I don't want to plan the next 50 videos before I've even finished the first one, because I know that's exactly how my brain works. It tells me I'm making progress because everything looks organized, when really all I've done is delay the part where I have to sit down and create something. So instead, I'm just going to make a video on whatever I've been thinking about for that week, edit it, upload it, and move on to the next one. If they're bad, they're bad. If I change my mind 6 months from now, that's probably a good sign, because it means I've actually grown instead of sitting around trying to think my way into becoming someone different. I guess that's what I want this channel to be. Not a place where I pretend I figured life out, but somewhere I can document myself figuring it out while I'm actually doing something instead of endlessly preparing to do it. Maybe this video doesn't change anything. Maybe next week I'll catch myself trying to build another system. I honestly don't know. But I figured making one video would be a way better place to start than making another plan.